Auzubillahi minash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Dear student, Assalamu alaikum. In the previous lecture, we studied about the one component of aggregate demand, that was consumption function. And we stated there that consumption is a positive function of disposable income. Disposable income increases, consumption also increases. But the increase in consumption will be less than proportional. Mean that the increase in consumption will be less in proportion as compared to the increase in disposable income, which means that there is some part of the income that is saved, and hence saving is also the function of income. Saving also positive function of income. The consumption is the one major component of the aggregate demand, the biggest component of the aggregate demand. Almost the aggregate demand, the total demand, 70% of the total demand comprises the consumption expenditure of the household. The next important component of the aggregate demand is investment function. Before going to study the investment function, we study what is investment. Basically, investment is the addition to the stock of capital. What is capital? Capital is a factor of production that is used by human to produce goods and services. In itself, the capital can be defined as all those man-made factor of production, all those man-made factor of production that are used to produce goods and services. So, and what is investment? Investment is addition to the stock of capital. Mean that we increase the stock of capital through investment. Investment mean to manufacture, to produce, to build such capital, such machineries, such roads, such buildings that will be used for further production of goods and services, and that's called investment. The addition to the stock of capital is called investment. We start the investment function. The general investment function, that is the long run investment function, that depends on numerous factors. So investment depends on many variables, many factors, and these factors are the interest rate, the expectation, or the business confidence, that is also called the animal spirit, the income, right? The taxes, the subsidies, the transfer payments, cost of the initial stock of capital, the state of the current technology, and the price of the units of the capital. So here we see the investment function. I is equal to function of, the one is interest rate. Investment is inversely related with the interest rate. It's mean that an increase in interest rate will reduce the investment, while a reduction in the interest rate will increase the investment. Again, we stated that investment also depend upon the business future expectation. If the investor are optimistic, they have positive business expectation that in future the business will flourish, the economic activity will increase, it will increase the investment. And again, if the business expectation are bleak, or investors are pessimistic, they will reduce the investment. Investment also function of positive function of income. When income increases, that will increase the investment. When income decreases, that will decrease the investment. Again, the investment also depend upon the taxes. Here we see that investment and taxes have a negative relationship. If taxes are high, or taxes are increasing, the investment will decrease. If taxes, government reduce the taxes, the investment will increase. Again, there are the investment is a positive function of the transfer payments. It means subsidies. If government give more subsidies to the producer, the investment will increase. If government reduce the subsidies and concessions, the investment will decrease. Again, the investment is a function of the price of initial capital required for the investment. If an investment required a huge capital and initially for the establishment of the investment, for the establishment of the business, the investment will be low, and a low capital requirement will increase the investment. So the initial stock of capital, price of initial stock of capital and investment has inverse relationship. Again, the profit, the profitability, the investment is also function of the state of the technology. If the technology is at a very high stage, mean that technology, there is advanced technologies. So the in the with the availability of advanced technologies, the investment opportunities will be high. There will be a very high investment, and in the presence of backward or obsolete technology, the investment will be very low. Again, the price of the unit of capital is also affect the in level of investment inversely. But here we state that in short run, the investment will only depend upon two components: the interest rate and the level of income. The other factor will remain same. Here in the next slide, we will see that how investment is related to the interest rate, and here we studied that investment is inversely related to the level of interest rate. Higher the interest rate means lower the investment, and lower the interest rate mean higher the investment. Look at here, we study from the slide investment demand curve. The major determinant of investment demand is interest rate. The higher is are the price of loanable fund that is required for the investment, the less is desire of business to take loan to buy investment goods. But Keynes believed that the main factor of investment decision was business confidence, which he called the animal spirit of the investment. Uh, Interest rate is major determinant of the investment in short run. But along with the interest rate, Keynes state that it is the animal spirit that derive the investment upward or downward. And it is, what is animal spirit? Animal spirit is the confidence of the investor in the profitability of the business or the economic activities. If the producer or investor perceive that in future the economic activity will flourish, the output and employment will increase, and that they will, the prices will increase, they will increase their investment even at a very high interest rate. But if the investor perceive that the future economic condition are bleak, the economic activity will reduce, the employment will reduce, and the prices will reduce, hence that reduction in the prices will reduce the profitability of the producer. The producer will not do any investment, he will not incline towards investing his money even if government reduce the interest rate. So the business confidence or the animal spirit is the basic driver of the investment. But here we see in this graph the inverse relationship between the interest rate and the investment. Here we see on horizontal axis we have shown the investment, and on vertical axis we have shown the interest rate. And interest rate, the curve of the interest is in a negatively sloped. It mean that higher the interest rate, lower will be the investment, or vice versa. Again, the investment demand can also depend upon the level of income. If investment is the level of income, then Keynes says investment demand in Keynes model doesn't depend upon the income, so investment spending is autonomous. According to Keynes, income doesn't affect the investment, so the investment curve in the Keynes model will be autonomous. I naught, that is I bar, we see here the autonomous investment, that Along with the increase or decrease in income on horizontal axis, the investment on vertical axis doesn't increase or decrease. It remains same for all level of income. That's why it is called autonomous. It doesn't depends upon the level of income. So according to the Keynes, he says that investment mainly depend upon interest rate and the animal spirit, while in his model investment is not affected by income. So the investment curve is horizontal, or in the Keynes model there will be only autonomous investment. Now we have studied the both the consumption and investment. Now we form the aggregate demand of the economy. Here we see that the aggregate demand of the economy in two sector private economy, in two sector closed economy, will be the combination of the consumer expenditure and the investment expenditure. We study from the slide here. Aggregate demand is a simple two sector economy model, is the sum of the consumption demand of the household and the investment demand of the investor. AD, that is aggregate demand, that is equal to C plus I. One thing we must keep in mind that aggregate demand mean aggregate expenditure of the society. Aggregate expenditure of the society is also equal to aggregate output of the society. Mean aggregate demand is equal to Y, that is income, that is GDP. We stated previously that Y is GDP. So aggregate demand, that is aggregate expenditure of the economy, that is actual expenditure of the economy. Actual aggregate expenditure of the economy always equal to the aggregate output, or the GDP, or GDP of the economy, that comprises C plus I, consumption expenditure plus investment. Thus adding the investment demand, we are graphically representing by the parallel upward shift in the consumption demand line. Here we see that we have added both the expenditure, the consumption expenditure, as well as the investment expenditure. And here we see on horizontal axis we have the output. This output Y, we have already told that equal to the aggregate output of the economy. And on vertical axis we have consumption and investment. Initially we counted from origin to C naught is the autonomous consumption, right, that is fixed. And then we see the induced consumption. Along with the consumption curve, we see that along with the increase in income, the induced consumption increasing. This is the consumption function. Now we add the investment here. Here we assume that investment is autonomous. Investment doesn't depend upon the any factor. Investment obviously depend upon the other factor, but here in our model, for Keynes simplified model, we assume that investment doesn't depend upon the any factor and investment is autonomous. Here we see that we added the I naught, that is I bar, the constant investment that doesn't depend upon the level of income, to the consumption function, and the consumption function shift parallel upward with the slope of the consumption function remains same, the slope of aggregate demand function remains same. Now the curve that is on the top of the consumption curve is a aggregate demand curve, which include both consumption and investment. Here we see that C is consumption, which include both autonomous and induced, and investment with the bar is fixed investment, autonomous investment, which doesn't depend upon the any level of. Now we have to differentiate between the uh, planned aggregate expenditure and actual aggregate expenditure. The sum of study from the slide, the sum of the aggregate expenditure is in simple economy, in simple closed economy, private economy, is A aggregate expenditure is equal to C plus I, that is consumer expenditure plus investment expenditure. We have to distinguish between the actual aggregate expenditure and planned aggregate expenditure. In fact, actual aggregate expenditure made by the household and firm, and these actual aggregate expenditure are always identical or equal to the output of the economy. Here we see that aggregate expenditure, that is the sum of C and I, is equal to Y, that is GDP, that is production, that is aggregate output of the economy. What are the planned expenditure? The planned expenditure, aggregate planned expenditure that household and firm wish to do, that is household and firm wish to do, uh, can differ from the size of output. It doesn't depend upon that the your planned expenditure will be equal to the size of the output of the economy. It may be equal to the output of the economy, it may not equal to the output of the economy, it may be greater than output of the economy or less than output of it. But the actual expenditure, aggregate expenditure, are always equal to the output of the economy. The difference between the planned expenditure and the actual expenditure equal to the unintended inventory investment. These are the investment made by the investor which are not necessary. That why these are called unintended inventory. So our next lecture will comprise of what is Keynesian cross, how the national income equilibrium, how the aggregate demand and output equilibrium will occur using only the Keynesian cross model. Inshallah. Allah Hafiz.